Well, it's great when a dog joins the family, isn't it? But there is work to be done. Puppies need looking after and training. And for more on that, we are joined by animal trainer and comedian Emma Malik and her very cute furry companions. Who do we have here, Emma?
So we have Dugdig, and then we have my new little dog who I adopted last year. We have Gecko.
How are you?
Oh,
And then we've
hello,
got Steve
Gecko.
who's looking for a home as well.
How are you,
So
Steph?
little Steve here, the black and white one, is looking for a home.
is.
Where can people go if they want to adopt?
Denise at Paws Rescue. He'll be up on the website along with lots of other little doggies which are also looking for a home. He's only 6 months old, so we're hoping he'll get adopted pretty quickly.
Very sweet. OK, so when should we start training a dog? From what age?
Well, ASAP.
Yep.
Whenever you get it. So whether you're adopting an older dog or a puppy, just start ASAP. And the best thing you can do is start with the basics and be consistent.
Yeah. How important is it to train the dogs?
It's so important.
Yeah.
If you want, well, Dugdig, come here, buddy. If you want a sit. Good job. Oh, I panicked there for a second.
I didn't sound
It's like you didn't know what a segment was for one moment. Remember, I'm a
Everyone
dog
sat when you
trainer.
said that. Look at yeah, it's
With
good.
children as well? Can I try it on my
so.
boys?
I don't know. But it's, yeah, just start with the basics. And it's so important if you want to take them out and about, if you want to have a well-mannered dog. And to be honest, Steve is the reason why he ended up looking for a home, because his owner wasn't able to train him.
Oh.
And so she gave him up, unfortunately, because she just, didn't want an untrained dog.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't know how to.
Yeah, well, where do you start? I mean, we're flat out trying to look after our kids, but
I know, right?
do you go to a puppy school or can you actually train your dog yourself?
So you can train your dog yourself. It's not for everyone. I definitely recommend, if you have a puppy, to go to puppy schools. If you adopt an older dog, just find a school for older dogs.
So you can teach an old dog new tricks.
11 years old and he's constantly learning.
Wow, okay.
100%.
What's the biggest mistakes that people make?
I
Hello.
don't think they're consistent.
Right.
People that often, the most common complaint I hear is, but I tried and it didn't work. And I say, well, how long did you try for? Well, yeah, we gave it a couple of goes. So you need to be consistent. It can take a few days to learn something. It can take a few months. It can even take a year for more
Just stand up
complex.
really when you're talking,
I thought
sorry.
I trained that, to be honest.
like, oh,
I was ready just to
You
give
said
you a
sit
treat.
and I was like, I better do it.
You've got a bag full of treats and a few dogs here.
did, and I
do you
can
wanna-
train men. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's
It's
right.
amazing
It felt
that.
it was that easy. Can you run us through a few
Yeah, we'll do
little
a few
tips on
little
how to train your dog?
demonstrations. So I'll give you Steve, if that's all right.
To me,
and we'll
yeah. How are you,
start
Steve?
with, I suppose, we need our dogs to come when we call them.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's like a pretty bog standard thing.
Yep.
I like to use I'm so sorry, Salmon, I'm gonna blow a whistle, but very quietly. I like to use a whistle. It's a consistent sound. When you take your dog to a dog park and it doesn't come back, a lot of people's tones change. They'll be like, come,
yeah.
come, come. And it's just completely different. Whistle, consistent. So with Gecko, we go, and he knows, and he spins as well,
Oh,
apparently.
wow, he spins.
Yeah, well, he's just showing off. He's just showing us now. But all you need to do to start this off with is get a treat and give them food. And they very quickly associate this
Steve, what are
with
you doing?
food. It's
Okay.
super, super simple. And then you get to a point where you can just... And they should
Oh,
just
nice.
come when you call them.
Great.
So very simple.
What other tricks do you have up your sleeve?
I reckon a stay is a good one
Yes.
to know, especially like a lot of people have issues when they're opening doors to guests and the dog's right in their face and stuff
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah,
that.
yeah.
So every bit of training, I always say, just start in the home. Don't go outside where it gets a little distracted and stuff. Start in the home. So with a stay, we'll do with Dugdig. Dugdig, sit, sit.
Dugdig.
He's from Thailand.
All right,
Means... All right, get him in the down. Good boys. And then to do a stay, you just start small. So you just go hands up, stay, do a little step back. Good boy, Dugdig.
Stay there, Steve. Steve. Steve.
And do you know what? But not everyone's a dog trainer, and I'm grateful for that because you keep me employed. So thank you so much for that.
But you should, maybe he just doesn't understand your accent.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. We'll see now. He hasn't moved
I
since I
didn't want to say it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Steve, don't you move anywhere.
Can dogs like pick up accents and stuff
definitely,
like that?
like the way you say stay is different to the way I say stay.
Yeah.
So everyone's very different. So the other tip is when you're training a dog,
Get a
one
bilingual dog.
person does. Just get a neutral British accent. No, one person does all the training to begin with because
Right.
everyone does it a little bit differently.
Huh.
That's pretty decent.
Oh, look at them there. And the final command
The
you can show
final
us?
tip I would say is heel work.
Heel.
You want to be able to walk your dog without being dragged down the street. And again, what we do, good boy staying, is you start indoors. Now, I will give you Steve and Gecko, and we'll do Dugdig, seeing
Come
as
here,
he's
Steve.
already here.
Yep.
You can take Gecko.
So my number one tip for training heel work is do it in a circle.
Right.
They're not going to run in front of you to begin with. So we go Dugdig heel, And we just go in a circle. And we reward him when he's walking next to us. And then you just slowly progress to walking in a straight line, to walking down the street.
Should I try?
I
don't want to try in heels. I'll probably squash
I'm
her.
gonna. You have a go.
Oh, product.
What's that? What is that for?
Do it.
Put it in front of him.
Here you go, Gecko.
There we go. Because you've got a smaller dog, you can't bend down. So this is a little target stick that Gecko's been trained to follow.
How are you, Gecko?
So
Gecko.
again, not
Gecko.
everyone's meant to be a dog trainer.
Gecko. Gecko. Come with me.
British accent.
It's a British accent that works with everything.
Good
Gecko.
job,
Gecko.
Gecko. Good boy.
Gecko.
How are you, Steve? You want to go for a walk?
Good boy.
No?
Good
Cool.
boy. So
Stephen?
that is a little tip that I like to do for tiny dogs, because obviously when you're doing, I'll take my
Sorry.
wand back. Thank you very much.
The magic wand.
Sit. I like to use this. It means you don't have to bend down. It
Yeah,
saves you
right.
back. So that's a little tip. It's called a target stick, and all you do is teach them to touch it. And then
Very,
they follow
very
it.
cool.
Just handy little tips.
For more tips on how to train your dog, you can check out Emma at emmamalik.com or across all of her social media. Thank you for bringing these gorgeous dogs in. Steve is available for adoption. Make sure you check out Emma's site.
Steve's
Thanks
a
for
good one.
joining us.
He's a good one.
Thank
All right, thank
you.
you so much for having me.
Pleasure.
Thank you.